Otome news just won't stop coming, you guys. In my previous video, I already compiled a 30-minute recap of all the latest Otome news for 2026. And you would think that was the end, right? But nope, it wasn't. This is just the beginning for Otome in 2026 and beyond. And now, Dessert de Otomate just dropped a bunch of exciting announcements. And today, I'm going to share all of that with you. I can't wait to break down these new updates and hype this up together. Heartflop Excel, romance meets Nihongo. Before that, if you love visual novel story-rich or Otome games, or if you want to learn Japanese with Otome games and experience some heart-fluffy romance, I suggest you to subscribe to this channel because you are in the right place. We finally got the first full trailer for Hakuoki Ibun Beleginski no Majo, the Hakuoki prequel, along with its release date, August 27, 2026. After teasing us non-stop with partial CG previews, we can finally see the full illustration and, as expected, Usuba Kageru's art never disappoints. If you didn't know, this game is basically a spin-off of the Hakuoki series, one of Otomate's most popular titles. It explores the origins of Ochimizu, the potion that plays a key role in turning people into demons within Hakuoki's lore. But the thing that really made me excited, this setting has vampires. But not just any vampires, kind vampires. I've always imagined a vampire setting where the ally has to bite the MC's neck but softly whispers, "Tell me if it hurts, okay?" And somehow, that exact fantasy is finally being granted in this game. Gosh, you guys, the allies in this game look so gentle, like actual gentlemen. Gentle vampires, and I've always wanted that kind of dynamic, so now I'm even more intrigued. Whether I'll buy it right at release, I'm still not sure, but this one is definitely on my radar. Even without the Hakuoki name attached, the European setting, the darker fantasy atmosphere, the story, and the artwork alone already make it stand out as something worth trying. We also finally got release confirmation for Mixtang, and yes, it's coming out in 2026. The story follows a protagonist who dreams of becoming a basketball player. She joins a newly established mixed league called the Mixed League, and together with her new teammates, a battle fueled by pure passion for basketball begins. Okay, but can we talk about the CG reveal from the opening movie? I was genuinely surprised by the quality. The art looks so much better than I had imagined. It honestly feels like it came straight out of a shoujo sports manga. And the guys, they look so hot in those CGs. That opening scene where they show everyone facing each other before the match begins, gosh, I love it. The confidence, the tension, the way they're just standing there like they're about to destroy each other on the court. I'm satisfied. And from that trailer alone, it is very clear we're going to get a lot of intense, fitness-heavy CGs. Guaranteed to be hot indeed. With all the basketball battles we'll be getting, I feel like this is going to be such an exciting, heart-pumping experience. If they maintain this level of quality, this could easily become one of the most visually satisfying sports Otome releases. And we also got more updates on the Omega first Otome title, Kimi ni Madoi, Kimi ni Oboreru. And surprisingly, it is coming out sooner than we expected. The release date is July 13. And wow. At first, I wasn't really paying much attention to this game, but after seeing the art, I was like, excuse me? It looks way too good though. Plus, the beach summer vibes alone already feel so soothing, even just from the announcement video. The devs also addressed some concerns people had on Twitter, and thankfully, it is not what everyone was worried about. Since this is an Otome game, of course, it's going to be a heterosexual Omega first story. So, if you are the target audience, feel free to enjoy it, and if you're not, that's completely okay. It might just not be your match. There's always a game for everyone, right? I try not to be swayed by the beautiful art because at the end of the day, the scenario is still the most important thing to me. But it is hard. Especially after seeing more and more of the illustrations. I mean, just look at that look of love. And the special edition, it looks way too good. This might honestly be the next artist I end up adoring. Personally, I'm okay with the Omega Force setting as long as there's proper emotional development. I don't just want their love to happen because of biological hit. I need growth, connection, longing. That part really matters to me. And there's still hope, I guess, since the assistant director is Nino Mae, who previously worked on Cafe Ashante, Could Realize, and Natsusora no Monologue. All titles that were praised for their writing. So yes, I will allow myself to have hope. Out of all of the announced titles, surprisingly, I think this might be the one I end up getting. I guess the art really pulled me in. Plus the summer vibes, I mean, count me in. But yeah, we definitely need more info. I might make a dedicated video to share future updates, so if you're also hyped for this one, let me know down below. And if you thought I was already awake because of the art earlier, oh, trust me, it gets worse. A new exciting project was also announced. Ayashiki Togenkyo no Ariasu. The art is by Suzushiko Karin. Yes, that's Suzushiko Karin. You might know her from Mistonia no Kibo and Sendrilon Palika. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw me saying that I finally found the artist I absolutely adore, and yes, it's her. So when I saw this announcement, I was so happy. Just look at those ethereal visuals, the long hair, the traditional Japanese outfits. It is perfect. The keywords for this project are secrets and Japanese style Elise. What does that even mean? It already sounds mysterious and visually it just looks so intriguing. Now, here comes the part where I have to be honest. The scenario writer is Katagiri Yuma, who previously worked on Olympia Sari and Tengoku Struggle. And okay, this is the difficult part for me. I've tried 3 of their games already, and I think I've reached my verdict. Sadly, I just don't really vibe with their writing style. So at the moment, I'm not sure if I'll be picking this one up in the future. It hurts a little because I love the artist so much, but if you are a fan of their previous works, then this is probably amazing news for you, and I'm genuinely happy for you guys. This project is still very early, so we'll have to wait for more information. And lastly, the final news revealed at Dessert de Otome 2026 was the cast reveal of Soliland Nursery Rhyme. Not gonna lie, when I watched the cast announcement video, I genuinely thought I remembered the game wrong. I was like, wait, why does this look so bright and cheerful? Wasn't this supposed to be a horror Otome game? But nope, they totally fooled us. Because as the video went on, you realize it's definitely not as happy as it first looks. The artist for this game is the same one behind Could Realize. And like I mentioned in my previous video, at first I thought the art looked very detailed and polished. But after seeing the full cast here, I was honestly surprised by how different it feels compared to Could Realize. It's still good, just surprisingly different if we compare it to her previous projects. As for the story, it takes place in a strange world where the religious city of Melanis and the land of the dead Soliland have fused together. To stop the merging of these two worlds, the characters spend their days preparing for the Melanis festival, and their nights are forced into a life-threatening game known as the Night Class. One of the main keywords for this title is trauma. So naturally, people are starting to wonder, is this finally going to be the real horror Otome game we've been waiting for? The release date is still to be announced. I'm honestly feeling pretty neutral about it. I need more information before forming a strong opinion, so we'll just have to wait and see. So, those were all the major announcements covered in Dessert de Otome 2026. Which news surprised you the most, and which game are you the most excited for? Let me know down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you don't want to miss the latest updates on Otome development in 2026, make sure to check out my other video right here because Otome games are honestly getting wild this year. We're seeing more localizations, more ports, and completely unexpected new projects, and you definitely don't want to miss it. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and hyping all this news together. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!